What's happening, guys? Back with another supplement review. This is David with Mission to Muscle, and today we're going to review a product that is a pump product. Now, there's a lot of pump products on the market, but this one has a very unique ingredient in it that you don't find in pump products. And it's also by the company that brought us Decimate, that hard-hitting, stim junkie, bodybuilding style pre-workout. This is Elev8 Supps INFL8. And basically on the bottle, it says it's going to help you break plateaus, give you crazy pumps, and increase muscle. Now, I've taken this on its own. I've taken this with a fat burner. And I've taken this today. I stacked it with a Stim Junkie Pre. And I ain't going to lie, I'm a little high. That kind of rhymes. I ain't going to lie, I'm a little high on the Stim Junkie Pre. So hopefully I don't lose track, and I'm going to try to stay focused on giving this, step by step and all that stuff. So we're going to go over the ingredient profile. There's only 2 ingredients, and then we'll get into the effects on this thing and if it's worth it to you. And the reason why I wanted to do this review and make this kind of like tops to me, because there's a lot of guys that are trying to recomp right now. Summertime's coming, and I've had some interesting effects myself with an ingredient in here as far as recomp and weight loss and stuff like that. Well, not weight loss, but like the recomping, the look itself, as far as thickness, staying looking thick and swole as you're losing weight. So first on the list, we have Hydroprime, which is glycerol powder, 2 grams. So this is going to help with cell volumization, power output in the gym. It's going to bring nutrients into the cells and give you that kind of full feeling and tight, full feeling that you get in the gym, that you feel bigger. And then we have Arachidonic Acid, AA for short, at 1 gram. This is a very interesting ingredient. Real quick rundown. I did do a video on this extensively about a year ago, and my channel was just kind of like just growing. So I'll put a link down below. Also click a link on top if you guys want to go over and get kind of the rundown on arachidonic acid more than I'm going to tell you right now. But basically, this is omega-6 fatty acid, and it's actually produced and synthesized in the body through linoleic acid, which is found in omega-6, like oils and some meats and eggs. So the thing is this is an ingredient that triggers the repair response to inflammation that builds up within muscle tissue. So ARA or AA is naturally in our cells. It's about 10 to 12%, they figured, within our body already. And it's in the brain, it's in all of our muscles. And in the brain, it's a cousin to DHA, which helps with cognitive function and helps to avoid Alzheimer's disease and some of these decline diseases, mental decline diseases that we can actually come faced with later on in life. So it's a cousin. It helps with neurotransmission and all this stuff, thinking and thought process and everything. Now in the muscles, what it does is it turns to prostaglandins, and prostaglandins turn into 2 enzymes, which is a E2A and an F2A, which actually call and signal the body to help with satellite cell signaling. It helps with hormones to be produced within the muscles for repair. It also signals for muscle protein synthesis to be spiked for the repair process to actually increase within the muscle. So some people can be deficient in AA or ARA or arachidonic acid, whatever you want to say, if they train a lot. So let's say you are training like me 6 days a week. I definitely know that I'm deficient in ARA or AA. Even though I'm on track with my diet, I make sure I get my fats, my healthy fats and everything, but my body does not keep up with it. I do not have an inflammation response after training hardly at all now. Now, is this something you need to take all the freaking time, every single day? Studies are super inconclusive. So being honest with you guys, if anything, this product is a different way for vasodilation and pumps for sure. So ARA also promotes an increase in nitric oxide, which I noticed a long time ago when I was taking it. As I took it for a longer period of time, I'd stay fuller and pumped longer. And if I trained again later in the day, which was when I was younger, I trained twice a day, I felt pumped without taking any kind of pump ingredients. And this is after taking it for a while. I'm talking weeks. Now, on a muscle building sense, there are no, like I said, definite definite answers to a lot of these ingredients. There are conflicting studies on AA. Some say you need to take 1.5 grams a day. Some say you need to take 1 gram a day. In the video that I did a while back, I talked about the two major studies that were out there where they did 1 gram and then they did 1.5 grams, and the 1 gram study didn't notice any changes to a placebo group, and the 1.5 gram a day noticed an increase by like 32%, which doesn't make sense. Then you dig into the studies even a little deeper and you find out that there was something different about the way they train. There was something different about their eating and their diet and stuff like that. So who would need this? If you are training and you have lost that inflammation response, then AA or ARA would be super beneficial. What I like about this ingredient is there's not a lot of people that react well, and they're out there, to L-citrulline. It's for vasodilation and pumps and some of these other ingredients. I know Sean from Subtalk Radios doesn't react well to L-citrulline, I heard him say. And if you don't follow him, go follow him. A shout out to Subtalk, and a great channel, great podcast. So if you are deficient in AA or arachidonic acid or ARA, however you want to say it, it could be restricting your actual muscle gains in the gym and keeping you in what they call, like they put on here, plateaus. So they're actually claiming to break plateaus. So if you are deficient, then arachidonic acid will help with breaking plateaus. Crazy pumps, so we'll get into the pumps and the effects, and the increased muscle. So this may all help you, like I said, if you respond well to it. If your diet's deficient, if you're deficient in AA, then this actually could help you during your training. So I really wanted to do this review because it's very, very unique. So the effects on this thing as far as pump-wise go, because that's basically what it is. It's a pump product, but they do claim these other things. So pumps. I took this on its own. Pumps were solid and tight. So I was kind of surprised. I was taken back. I took this on its own, and I was like, okay, I've done arachidonic acid before, and yeah, I got some vasodilate, like a small little pump, but the amount of glycerol that they have in this, along with the arachidonic, gives you a nice, tight feeling pump. Now, in my opinion, from my experience so far taking this, you need to take this an hour before training. They say 30 minutes, but it took a little while for it to react for me. And I don't know if it's because I take it in the morning. I did take some food an hour before, but it took about an hour for it to kick in. So I was in the gym for about 30 minutes before I actually, like, all of a sudden, boom, my back was feeling swole. So if you do decide to try this, try it 45 minutes before, an hour before. You got to play around with it a little bit, but it will pump you up, as they say, taking it by itself. I took it with a fat burner, same thing. Very, very good vasodilation and cell swelling on this thing. But surprising, very surprising when you compare it to, this compares to some of these other pump products out there. If you're looking for pumps and possible muscle repair and possible muscle gain, I say possible, I want you guys to hear that, then this is definitely something to go with. Now, I did do it, the Stim Junkie Pre today, and it's a very high Stim Junkie Pre. So the pumps that I got on this were not as good as when I took it by itself and when I took it with a low dose stimmed fat burner, but they're still there. I still feel swole. So this was a Stim Junkie Pre that only has citrulline malate in it, so it's one of those kind of decent pump things. And I walked away from training thinking to myself, whoa, it changed this pre-workout into a nice little cell swelling pre-workout. So very, very good. Like I said, it all depends on what you guys are looking for. I want to thank Sub Kings for sending this my way, Elev8 Supps INFL8, to review for you guys, because like I said, very, very unique, very, very interesting pump product idea. But what do you expect? It's Elev8 Supps. They brought us Decimate, so I wouldn't expect anything less than something unique. So once again, this is Dave. I'm signing off. INFL8 by Elev8 Supps. If you can, before you leave, hit that like button for me. It does help the channel. Other than that, I'm going to go be stoned somewhere else for this pre-workout. I got to get up, take a shower, get ready for work, and hit the road. Hopefully this dials down pretty soon. We'll see you guys next time on the channel.